It's that time of year again, when the grills and above-ground pools get covered, thrown back into the empty void that is right in plain sight.
Hey, no, look, we're using the pool tricks to look at our legs. Yeah, and let's put our hair and play beauty parlor.
The days are getting shorter, the breeze is getting cooler, and the ice cream trucks are being replaced with those beautiful yellow school buses. That's right, the jack-o'-lanterns are coming out, and pumpkin spice is coming in to invade every aspect of our lives, because Halloween is right around the corner. So today, we are going to take a brief look at the Middle's best Halloween episode within its 9-season-long run, but beware, we are diving into a world where ghosts, goblins, and wholesome life lessons collide. While the Middle didn't start its yearly Halloween tradition until Season 2, the festive episodes quickly became a staple of the show, with fans expecting another terrifying and tantalizing entry with every season thereafter. But ironically enough, the Middle's best Halloween episode is quite indubitably the first.
But our favorite thing is the night we all get together as a family to carve pumpkins. Why am I the only one carving a pumpkin? Why do we even do this anymore if they don't appreciate it?
Same reason we keep feeding them. Habits.
Besides feeling the most festive and being one of the few episodes to actually include trick-or-treating and partying, it is thematically the most cohesive episode with great stories to tell. As usual, all of our Hex have their own objectives before them, all going on their own merry ways, seeking out answers to their own individual problems, but thematically speaking, every storyline, every character arc falls into at least one of two categories. And with this episode, the Middle is focusing up on the important life lessons that are 1. Be yourself, and 2. There are surprises around almost every corner. Now, in all truth, I find the lesson of be yourself to be hilariously ironic. Halloween is easily the one night where people should not dress up as themselves, but instead some other celebrity or monster or the newest character to spark the newest dance craze from Netflix. But of course, our story starts with the stoic head of the Heck household, the man who knows how to rock a stern face and a hard hat, Mike Heck. The one man in all of Orson who just wants to dress as himself.
Who do you want to be?
I want to be Mike.
How about Bonnie and Clyde?
Or Bonnie and Mike.
Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein.
Or Mike and Bride of Mike.
And of course, it's the same man who is ironically married to a woman who wants nothing more than to dress up and have fun. And even though he is given every chance and ounce of help to decide on an actual costume, Mike sticks to his guns and his subjectively lame principles, opting to go to their neighbor's Halloween party with his wife, Frankie, but only dressed as himself, Mike.
Hey, you finally get it, you're the brawny guy.
Oh, sorry. We're a hippie and Mike.
Mike has trouble being anyone other than himself, which is odd to me because throughout the show he makes jokes constantly about wishing he were anyone else, but as for this episode, he ruins Frankie's good time because she wants to go all out with the festive activities, but she doesn't want to do them alone.
Just want to have a good time.
Who's stopping you? Go, have fun.
I want to have fun with you, Mike.
But don't worry, they have their happy ending coming up soon. But first, let's switch gears to Sue and Brick, who are learning similar lessons, with Sue trying to celebrate the holiday in a more grown-up fashion, and Brick vying for the opportunity to finally go trick-or-treating without Sue, dressed up as something he would like to be for a change.
Unless Brick wants to go trick-or-treating with me.
Hey, you know, there's always the church teen group. I think they're doing a Halloween hayride this year.
But of course, Brick being Brick, he doesn't fully grasp the societal norms.
I'm Sergeant Charles Mackenzie, the Scottish World War I hero. Look, I don't expect a lot of adults to get it.
I don't think a lot of kids are going to get it either.
That's right, he chooses Sergeant Charles Stuart Mackenzie, and who could have seen it coming that nobody understands his vague historical reference of a costume?
Catholic schoolgirl.
Hey, it's Groundskeeper Willie from The Simpsons.
Look, I'm not Groundskeeper Willie, Hannah Montana, a bagpiper, or anybody from Gossip Girl. Gossip Girl.
But through it all, Brick stays true to himself, just like his dad, and eventually finds his people, or his person, Mr. Johnson, who agrees to take Brick in for the night so they can discuss their favorite Scottish war hero before walking him home.
Well, I don't know any of those people, but to me you look like Sergeant Charles Mackenzie.
Mom, can I stay at Mr. Johnson's? He knows who I am.
I'll walk him home later, Frankie.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Sue has had her own roller coaster of an episode, learning a boy likes her through the grapevine, someone she can perhaps go to a Halloween dance with, only for that same boy to inform her, in person, that the rumors are definitely false. What a nice young gentleman.
I don't know if you've heard anything, but people have been saying that, I like you. Well, it's just sort of out there, and I just, I want you to know, I don't.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clearing that up.
But Sue's in luck, because as usual, the church is throwing a Halloween hoedown of their own, a Halloween hayride to be more specific, for their teen group alternative.
Whenever there's an exciting event for kids, the church always offers an alternative.
3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year.
She finds it rather lame at first, but when Reverend Tim Tom returns to light up her world, Sue is able to have fun, connect with her group of people, and receive some good advice.
But I just feel like I'm behind in everything. Getting my braces off, my first kiss.
My point is, you never know what's right around the corner.
I think I will go on that hayride.
And wouldn't you know it, right around the corner waiting for her was a spectacular hayride where she receives her first kiss.
Do you want to go again?
Okay.
And meanwhile, during all of this, Axel has picked up some dates for Sean, Darren, and himself so that they can go to an awesome Halloween party at a top secret location.
It's run by people who work in a morgue, so there's real blood and actual body parts. They don't tweet us the address till Halloween night, because they have to move it every year, or else the cops will show up and shut it down. Yeah, I guess I could bring them if you want. You like severed fingers?
Who doesn't?
You don't.
And of course, Axel sticks to the episode's theme of being yourself as well, but unfortunately for Axel, he himself is a moron, and so he gets them lost and then stuck in the woods. Something tells me his dates won't be very impressed.
There's a rat! It's trying to fly in my hair! It's trying to fly in my hair! Oh, my bad.
But let's wrap things up and bring it back to Mike and Frankie, who, as we left them, were arguing about Mike not being fun anymore. He won't dress up in a costume with his wife, he confiscates toilet paper from pranking teens while commenting how content he is with just being himself, which we all know he isn't, and who refuses to really get down with his wife on the dance floor.
There are two types of beings in the universe. Those who dance and those who do not.
Frankie is worried about who Mike has become, saying that he's a stick in the mud now. He's just not able to have fun anymore.
I thought for once we could put on some fringy vests and just have fun. But no, you're not fun, you're Mike.
I'm fun. We just have a different definition of the word, is all. You think adults dressing up and bobbing for swine flu is fun. And I'm right.
But as the middle does, they bring it all together, tying up these two themes within their main storyline, the A-plot, and reminding us that being yourself is more than okay, and surprises are around almost every corner.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just having fun.
I love this episode because it really does feel like a slice of life, and it doesn't feel like anything is being crammed in to fit into some sort of formula. No storyline feels forced here. These are all natural progressions for our characters, and the show once again does what it does best by embracing its Orson community to provide environments suitable for our characters to grow in their own unique ways. Brick needed a friendly neighbor to bond with over a beloved hero. He struggles with social norms and conversations, so finding Mr. Johnson was actually a really great ending for his story. Likewise, Sue needed to be reminded that it's good to be yourself and that while giving up is an option, you'll never know what's waiting around the corner if you had just kept going a little bit further. And Mike desperately needed to be reminded that he's not alone anymore. He has a wife and kids to entertain and interact with. He can be himself, but he still needs to let loose from time to time. And on the other end of that give and take relationship, Frankie needed to be reminded that Mike is, who he's always been. A man of rock hard habit, but also a fun, friendly giant as well. Someone who can and will surprise you. In the end, embracing their true selves is what enabled them to connect with each other and their communities more genuinely, filling their hearts and souls with all the right things. It's a heartwarming episode that exudes all things fall to me, and most importantly, Halloween, a night of surprises. I hope you enjoyed this shorter type of video. If you did, you can let me know by hitting that like button and sharing this with a friend, as that is what helps the channel out the most here. And I would love to see your comments down below. What other Halloween episodes do you typically enjoy watching during the fall season, whether it be from the middle or another favorite show of yours? And I gotta know, who are you planning to dress up as for this year's Halloween? But as for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for witching in and hanging around. I look forward to our next ghoulish encounter, but until then, beware. Beware the pumpkin spice. Sorry.